Hello everyone. So in this video, we're going to dive into the world of algebraic reasoning. Now, algebra might sound intimidating, but it is the heart of all logical thinking and problem solving. Also, additional information, algebraic reasoning, this is how we use known facts and relationship to figure all unknown information. So to think of it like being a detective, but instead of solving crimes, we're solving equations. Now, the question is, why is it important? Well, algebraic reasoning isn't just a math class. It will help us, or it will help you in your everyday life, from budgeting your money to planning to a road trip, and also it teaches you to think critically and make informed decision. So in this video, we're going to cover the basic principle of algebraic reasoning, and to show you how to apply them. Also, we're going to break down complex problem into smaller, manageable steps. So grab your thinking caps and let's get started. So as you can see, in algebraic reasoning, this is the proof wherein a system of reasoning or argument to convince a person of the truth of a statement. Just like this example number one. So all you have to do is prove if minus 3 is multiplied to the quantity of x plus 6 equal to 6x, then x equal to negative 2. Remember, in algebraic reasoning, you have to first identify what are the hypothesis, also the conclusion. So in this case, like what I told you, hypothesis and conclusion are divided by comma. So automatic after comma, that is your conclusion. And then for the first statement, if you saw the word if, automatic that is your hypothesis. By the way, the other term for the hypothesis is premise. Okay? And premise is also known as given. Just like this example number one. This is your hypothesis and also your premise, and in reason that is your given, as you can see here. Now, why do you think the reason is says here distributive property? Because negative 3 is distributed inside the parenthesis, wherein it will become negative 3x minus 18 equal 6x. Next, followed by addition property of equality, we're going to add both sides by 3x, so it will become negative 18 equal 9x, followed by simplification and multiplication property of equality, wherein you're going to multiply both sides by 1 over 9. Then after that, you have to simplify again and use symmetric property of equality. What is symmetric property of equality? This is how you interchange the variable both sides, or just like mirroring, okay? So that is our final answer. Remember, in proving, you have to prove that the conclusion is the last you will show on the statement. How about this example number two? How do you think we can complete this table? So for the example number two, if 90 equal 3x, 3 rather, multiply the quantity of x plus 13, then x is equal to 17. Just like what I said, remember which are the hypothesis and conclusion, and this statement, the hypothesis is this one, and then the conclusion is this one. And hypothesis is also non-given or premise. So simply write, because the reason here is stated given, so you have to write the given. So that is 90 equal 3 multiplied to the quantity of x plus 13. Now, what do you think is the second reason that the statement come up with this statement? Okay, very good. So that is distribution or distributive property of equality. Let's write it. Okay, because you distribute 3 inside the parentheses, so that is it will become 3x plus 13. Now, according here to the reason, it's stated here subtraction property of equality. How do you think this reason come up, or how we can come up a statement based on the statement number 2? Awesome. You have to minus 39 both sides. And we all know that uh, if we're going to find the if we're going to minus 90 to 39, and that is will become 51. So let's write 51 equal 3x. Now, we already have statement number 3. What do you think will be the reason that the statement number 4 come up with this 17 equal x? Okay, we can use multiplication, property of equality, or we can simply use division, property of equality. Okay, so simply divide both sides by 3. So will become cancelled. And 3, how many 3 and 51? That is 17. Okay, why did you use division property of equality? To simply get the answer. Why? If we going to use multiplication of property of equality, still the same. You're going to multiply by 1/3 both sides, and still you're gonna get this equation. Now, for the symmetric, what I said, you have to interchange both sides, okay? Or mirroring. So simply, this will become x equal 17. And then for the last statement, you're going to look again if it's proven your conclusion, which is proved. Okay? How about example number 3? So as you can see, in example number 3, the only written here in the statement is the last, which is the conclusion, and then the given under the reason. Now, how we can complete this table? So all you have to do first is again identify the hypothesis, which is this one, and then of course the conclusion is this one. So given, hypothesis is also known premises, and premises also known as given. So simply write the given, so that is -5 multiplied to the quantity of 2u plus 10 equal to multiplied to the quantity of u minus 7. Next, what do you think will be the second reason and second statement? Awesome. So that will become distributive property of equation. So simply distribute -5x inside the parenthesis and also 2 inside the parenthesis. So it will become -10u minus 50 equal 2u minus 14. And then we can put on the third reason, also for the third statement, we can use like uh, subtraction, property of equality. Or instead of subtract, because we saw a negative sign here, we can use and also a positive variable here. So simply we can use simplification. So it will become what? You have to move 2u to the other side and -50 to the other side. So it will become negative, sorry, -12u equal -14 plus 15. So that is positive 36. And then we can use now division property of equality. so that we can come up with what? Awesome. So it will become, you have to divide by -12. So simply cancel this one, so it will remain u equal, how many 12 and 36? So that is -3. Why -3? Because we divide it by -12. Okay? And for the conclusion, you see, still the same. So we can now erase this one. So that is for the equation or example number 3. How about this last equation? I'll give you the rest of the time to answer this one.